Welcome, viewers. Yeah, this is the final scene in this set, or in this act. Let's go track down that bitch of a woman, Aeris. Let's Player's drink of choice for the day actually is not Dr. Pepper. No. Today, it is Pepsi, because I got Papa John's. Now, barring about 10 minutes of getting lost, we will start heading north. Don't ask me how the hell Aeris managed to get all the way up to the north. But, yeah. Getting up there can be a little convoluted. Over to the right of me is the middle region. If someone says it's pronounced middle, you're wrong. No. You are 100% wrong. It is the middle region. And it's for reasons that I'll explain later in this too, because, yeah. Bottom line is, it's the middle region, or middle area, or whatever. Excuse me. Oh, whew. Talking a little bit clearer now. Yeah. So, let me think. This scene is actually not all that long. It's only 24 minutes and 44 seconds long, so surprised I managed to get through this so quickly. Actually, the original recording I did for this was actually an hour long. I guess I decided to take my time in that, and this time I just kind of ran through everything. In this area, by the way, viewers, I would say do it now. Equip your steel materia, and we'll be getting and you can get carbo nuts. I actually showed it off in the original recording, but I'll show it off later. Just know if you run into this giant dinosaur-looking thing, it is just about what you're looking for. I don't know why when you're in the digging thing. By the way, usually it's right around where Cloud is standing. This time it was a little bit to the northwest of where Cloud was standing, but I don't know why, but when you're in the putting people down to dig, it is a bitch to climb up the ladder. Like, apparently Cloud just doesn't see it sometimes. But either way, the Lunar Harp is always going to be on the top level. If you have no clue where it is, just basically put people down in the formation that I'm doing. We got a Luigi. Got Waluigi apparently. Basically what you want to do is have one person in four corners to make an X, then put one person slightly off of the middle, and that should give you a pretty exact location of where the Lunar Harp will be. So right about there should do it. You can actually just do it easily with two, just have really good depth perception. But they will all face towards the Lunar Harp, and according to where everyone's looking, this is about the correct junction point. Yeah, see, I was standing just slightly off of where it was last time I dug. But this time we get the Lunar Heart. A key item, fun stuff. We'll be back here later if we miss any materials. That X on the ground down there is where, and I'll have it in an annotation, where you can dig up the materials that you missed, but as I stated earlier, it is extremely rare. More importantly, we've got another summon. Oh, you see that rolling around? Yeah, we got another summon materia to pick up here. And this one's a little bit of a pain in the ass to get. Anyways, we get the Kujata summon. So, once again, time to go through the trouble of rearranging materias. Actually, as far as I could tell, Kujata is actually not all that useful against this boss coming up, because it does a ice element attack, and this boss is immune to ice. And for those who don't know, if what the Kujata summon is, it does four elements worth of attacks. It does an ice attack, a fire attack, a lightning attack, and an earth attack. In there, we get the most useful. You really want to pick this up, and whoever you put it on. By the way, I was showing there that I have the bolt ring. You get the bolt ring by talking to that guy that you got the mithril from. It takes the same amount of enemies killed. It's an equal amount of enemies, so like 22, 44, that kind of stuff. But, like I was saying, whoever you have the water ring on, put the enemy skill ring on. All the enemies in here do water-based attacks for the most part, but more importantly, the boss... Excuse me. Like I was saying, the boss has a very powerful water element enemy skill. Excuse me again. And the boss is kind of annoying because at my current levels, that enemy skill will kill everybody. However, the boss, all of his attacks are water-based. Ooh, death sentence. They're all dead. Something to note, if you already have death sentence, they'll just use it on the person who attacked them, dealing the final blow. But since I already have death sentence, it don't really matter. Right. There you are, dedicated healer. Alright, let's move on. Let me think. If y'all want to hear something hilarious, viewers, the tornado warning, or the tornado watch that was on yesterday, there were 2 tornadoes that were supposed to have touched down and headed my way around 10 p.m. yesterday. That tornado watch ended at about 2, but then another tornado watch immediately appeared and lasted until 6. That was kind of annoying. Actually, just a little funny, because you get out of one and right into the other. Funny. If you're wondering, I got Trident as its weapon. And our guys actually have some fairly nice levels to them. Considering, anyways. But, yes, this party formation that I have right now is essentially going to be my party formation for the rest of the game, unless I'm forced to have someone in my party. Which I think there are only, yeah, there's just 2 people left that you are forced to have in your party, no matter what. Ugh. And there's one section where you cannot have Cloud in your party for quite some time. Get a magic source right there. Not bad. Save point right over there. Kinda fun. I'm not going to bother picking up all of the treasure chests in this area, because we will be coming back later. But more importantly, we actually get, as far as I'm concerned, the most useful magic materia in the game. Like, the most useful green materia in the game fairly soon. This guard source right there, what to do. Now let's continue on with the story. By the way, you can try talking to those glowing cubes, but unless you have Bugenhagen in your party, you won't be able to understand them. And treasure. An elixir. Nice. But yes, like I was saying, whoever you have the water ring equipped to, you want to also have the enemy skill on them. And really, this is going to be a battle of attrition, because for the most part, this boss is just going to have one person attacking it, because really, it's going to kill the other 2 real easily, because it's all water-based attacks, and Cloud is currently the only one who has absorption, or hell, even just a little that fits to it. There's going to be a boss coming up a little bit later that's going to be, or a little bit later in Disc 2, that's going to be fairly fun. But we'll see that also in a little bit. I thought there was a treasure chest up here, but there actually wasn't. I know that must sound disgusting, but hey, whatever. I don't really care. I'm full of it, so. For those who are curious, my usual pizza order from Papa John's is double pepperoni and extra cheese. Works just fine. Drizzle that little garlic butter that they give you on top of the pizza. Oh my god, it's heaven. But more importantly, if we come, or since we gotta come in here, which is why I did not go in here earlier, because why enter this place twice when you can just do it once? Huh, is that a giant conch? I think it is. Looks like it anyways. Anyways, don't head down those stairs quite yet, because all the way up here is the Comet materia. For those who don't know, for the most part, in every Final Fantasy game, Comet, aka Meteor, is usually the strongest magic in the game. In fact, Comet, even though it costs a lot of MP, will consistently do a lot of damage. Like, at this point, if I could get it at Comet 2, it will do normal Comet normal level 1 Comet damage times a bunch, because it's like Meteor Rain. Only much more powerful, because Meteor Rain is based on the physical stat, whereas Comet 2 is based off of magic stat, and really, for the most part, my entire party is usually spec'd for magic. And that's only because I've got so many freaking summon materials to get mastered. And really, the only way you're going to be able to master them in a timely amount of manner is if you start working on them immediately after you get it. Oh hey, weird stuff's happening. Okay, what are you doing with that sword? Just gotta stretch it. Get all stretched up. Gonna rip you with the sword. Oh yeah, baby. Stretch a little bit more. Let's do this. Shit. Damn it. Thanks for ruining the mood, Sid. And now you get to see why I call her a major bitch. Yes, true, this scene is admittedly a little sad, blah blah blah, whoop-de-fucking-do. But Sephiroth kills her, which means we can never have her in our party again. There goes the original permanent healer. I was so pissed when I first played through this game, when I was a little kid and actually managed to get up to this point, that Aeris was gone for good. She leaves your party at the end of Disc 1 and takes everything with her. So fucking pissed. Fucking fly bothering me. It's not a fly, it's too small to be a fly. Can't tell what the hell it is. All I do know is if I'm quick enough to catch it, it's gonna get crushed. And there goes Aeris' supposed useless materia. Oh, and Aeris too. Jeez, you're acting like you loved her, but it's obvious that you don't have any feelings for her at all, considering who we got to go on a date with you. And I actually really liked this boss. And you'll see why. Oh, you hear that? It doesn't have a boss music. It's actually using these sad themes from the background earlier. And this is the boss that I was talking about. All of its attacks, Genova Death, all of its attacks are indeed water-based. Whenever you cast a spell on it, it uses Reflect, but more importantly, yeah, there's Aqualung. There are some things that Reflect does not block against, Comet being one of them. Also enemy skills. But Comet is so powerful it cannot reflect it. So yeah, this is pretty much the entire fight. Cloud versus freaking Genova Death. But like I was saying about this boss, I really like it because it still conveys the sadness of the loss of a party member, even during the battle. Like everything could be just lost in a moment, kind of thing. It's hard to explain. You gotta play this game for yourself to get exactly what I'm talking about. And by play it, I mean you have to actually play it, not just play through it with a normal run, but actually get invested into the game. And yeah, sure, even though Yuffie is dead, and those summon materials will not be gaining any experience at all, it's still worth it considering that Genova is a major cunt. If I try and revive one of the party members, Genova will just kill him right off. And as far as I can tell, Genova has infinite MP, so you can't just wait for it to run out of MP, that way it can't attack at all. Either way, 4,000 experience, wizard bracelet, and this is no, you're a puppet. I also don't get why Yuffie is so sad either. I mean, Yuffie barely even had any interaction with Aeris. But hey, it's storyline. If you have Tifa with you, she'll do the same exact thing. Ah yeah, Caudal Cloud. You naughty bitty. And of course, Sid's being his usual cold self. This is the kind of cold people that are actually considered cool, like my consideration of cool. He puts on a tough face, even though you can tell it isn't. He isn't quite what he seems to be feeling, kind of thing. And this is one of the big reasons why I love having Sid over anyone else in my party. Besides the fact the aforementioned triple AP weapon, but that's neither here nor there, viewers. I just really like Sid's overall character construction. So, Aeris, we shall lay you to rest with a non-existent stab wound through your chest, or belly, or something. And down she goes. I'm actually kind of surprised how well I timed that boss fight, because I was actually hoping to get that do thing right as Aeris was sinking. I am Cloud, ex-soldier, born in Nibelheim. Blah. Let's move the fuck on. I mean, after all, Aeris is a major bitch anyways. Fucking taking my materias and armor halfway through the freaking first disc. Fuck you, bitch. Well, we know Yuffie will, considering she's so infatuated with you. But what about Sid? Sid's a little bit of a wild card. But, at any rate, we've got to get that freaking black materia back. Yeah, well put, Cloud. More importantly, however, Disc 1 is at an end. So yeah, we will actually see y'all just about next time, because next time is the start of Disc fucking 2. Cheers, viewers.